Hi, I'm Chris Kirkpatrick. I am your safe bet money guy, helping you avoid the stock market casino and gamble-proof your life. Now, if you haven't heard of me, I was an internationally ranked top 100 Texas Hold'em player, turned now financial security expert, helping people around the world accomplish everything they want with their finances without taking on unnecessary risk. Thanks for being here and taking part in this free video series where we're going to talk about some amazing content showing you the two problems that people have with money, why the system is rigged against you and how that's not necessarily fair, and what you can do about it. Now, I want to start by just getting into this because I'm telling you, I've talked to hundreds of people personally, people that I've worked with personally, and the thing that I find most common is that people say they either don't have enough money, right? They just simply don't have enough money, right? You could probably relate to that. Or maybe you do have enough money, but you simply don't know how to make that money count. And it's really interesting when I talk to people that don't have enough money, they fall into kind of two camps. And camp A says, you know what, I simply don't make enough money. I don't know how to make enough money. I don't make enough money or whatever. And the second one says, you know what, I do make enough money and I don't understand why I can't make that money last. Where's it going? And they don't know. They run out a month before they run out of money, and no matter what's going on, they just don't know how to make it work. And so those are the two most common. So the question is, what do we do for those people? What do we do for you if you fall into that situation? Well, I'll tell you. The first step is to recapture the money that you're losing unknowingly and or unnecessarily. And here's what I'll tell you, is that out of the thousands of people that I've seen and I've personally helped become more financially free, to become more financially secure, I could tell you that on average, people using the systems that I'm going to teach you can find 10% of their monthly net cash flow. Meaning, if you spend $4,000 a month, I can virtually assure you that we can find you about 10% of that, meaning $400 a month. Now, let me ask you this. Would $400 a month in your life extra, without impacting your lifestyle, make an impact? Would that help you? Would that allow you, to feel more comfortable in your financial life? If you had $400 a month extra right now, would that be helpful to pay down your debt? Would you feel more secure if you could put that towards your retirement? Would you take your spouse out to dinner more often? Would you take more vacations? What would you do? Because everybody's different, right? So the first thing that you need to do and you need to be focused on is recapturing that money. So the question is, where are you going to find it? Where are you going to recapture this money from? And I'll tell you, it's simple things. I'm not going to give you everything right now, but I'm going to tell you some secrets right now that what I find most people doing is they can find that money in their homeowner's insurance, in their auto insurance. They can find it just simply in the way they're paying their taxes, in the way that they're funding their pension accounts, in the way they're funding their 401k or retirement vehicles. I'm telling you, it's the way they finance their major purchases like homes and cars and stuff of that nature, vacations. It's amazing the level of inefficiency that most people are living in, and they don't even know it. And so why is it, and this is what I want, it's imperative that you understand this. Why is it that most financial people, most financial advisors only try to get you to invest your 5% with them, right? And they tell you they could do better with that 5% versus focusing on the 95% of the rest of your money, right? And realizing that if you just operate 1% more efficiently with zero risk with that 95%, it's going to be a lot more effective, and it's going to help you accomplish all your goals with more security, more guarantees, more opportunity, and more control in life, all by just focusing on efficiency. And so you start by recapturing that money. Then what? Well, if you recapture that money, like I said, you can take it and you can save it, you can pay down your debt, you can just improve your financial position in life. Now, that's for the people, who find that. Now, what's the next step? What's the step after you recapture that money? Because some people, let's face it, even after you recapture that money, well, some of you aren't going to be able to recapture quite enough, and some of you after that are still going to be in such a hole that it's not going to be enough. It's still not going to get you where you need to be. right? You're still going to be destitute. And so what are you going to need to do? You're going to need to create more cash flow. And how do you do that? That's the real question. How do you go out and just create more cash flow, right? Like you're working 40 hours a week. You don't feel like you have enough time. I get all of that. Trust me, I get it. I see it, and I've lived it. And I could tell you that there are simple ways that you can 100% predictably build cash flow, build an asset that creates residual cash flow. And I want to share the secrets with you that the most successful people in the world used to do this. So over the next couple of videos, I'll be teaching you how the economy is set up for you to fail, why your current financial situation isn't necessarily your fault, and I'll leave you with some actionable items that you can start implementing in your life to improve your financial standing on a 100% predictable and guaranteed basis. Now, you're worth it. That's all I can tell you, is that I know right now you're probably watching this thinking, I'm struggling, and you're working really hard, and no matter what's going on in your life, you don't know how to make it meet. You're running out of money before you run out of month, and you just don't know how to make it work. But the bottom line is, you're worth it. Your family's worth it. You are not going to accomplish your dreams by doing what you've done to get to where you are today. So congratulations for being here, because the next step, the only way you're going to get to where you want to go is by stepping out of your comfort zone, by slowly leaning on that comfort zone wall and pushing it out and really, really driving yourself forward. So I hope you're excited. The next 2 videos are going to be just full of really amazing information that I promise will improve your current standing in life. Welcome.